Hello and good morning. Welcome back. My name is Miss Harris and I'm so glad to be here with you today. Today we are talking about transportation. What is transportation? Think about it for a minute. Transportation is what you use to get to and from a location. So, for me today, how did I get here to the building where the video cameras are and everything's set up so that you can see me on your screen? I used a car. That was my form of transportation this morning, okay? I have a white car. It has 4 doors. There's other forms of transportation. Some people in my office today may have used a bus. They may have used a cab, or you may have heard of someone who drives like a Lyft, right? Those are people who bring their car to you and take you somewhere. What other forms of transportation might you take? True, you could take an airplane. Do you think anybody took an airplane from their home to this office this morning? No, not to my office, but to some different offices, yeah, maybe they did have to take a plane. Who would take a plane to their office? Let's think about it. Someone who may have to fly far away, right? So some of your parents may have to work somewhere out of town. That means they may have to get on an airplane and fly to different places. Okay? Other forms of transportation you're talking about this week? Boats. Wouldn't that be cool if you got to take a boat to work? Yeah, some people might take a boat. What type of job would you have to take a boat to work? Let's think about it. A fisherman, good. What else? Ooh, a marine biologist. Wow, a marine biologist. That's a good word that you could look up with your family on your iPad or your smartphone or your computer. Look up, what is a marine biologist? That was a good one. Look that up. They probably take a boat to work. Okay, any more forms of transportation? I like that one. It has 2 wheels. What is it? A bicycle. Yes, I used to ride my bicycle to work every day. So you're asking me like, but Miss Harris, why don't you ride your bike anymore? That's a good question. My commute, which means that is where I leave from my house and I go to work, that's a commute. It's a little bit farther than it used to be. So this commute might take me more like 30 minutes. And that means my legs would get really, really tired and I might sweat. And I've just decided I'm not going to commute like that anymore. I take my car. All right, so transportation. Hopefully you have had a chance to discuss what form of transportation you take at home, okay? So what we're going to be doing today is building a car, okay? So that's my method of transportation. So we're going to build a car today. So like we always do, make sure that you're looking at your lesson plan so you can get the most out of this activity that I'm doing. The 2 words that we have on our lesson plan today, one is create. I love this word. Great word. What is this? Create. Create means to make something. You can create all kinds of stuff, okay? Somebody who works with video, they may create a movie, a video, a YouTube sensation, right? Or if you're like me, you like art, you may create artwork. There's more though. What else could we create? Today, we're going to create a car. That means we're going to take pieces that I have brought here that you're going to get at home and you're going to put it together to create your own car. Okay, so create. Again, if you're at home, make sure that you're identifying letters that you know. Right now, in the last few weeks, you may have been working starting at the beginning of the alphabet A, okay? So you may be able to identify A. We've got E, okay? Those are the kind of things you're going to want to do. All right, next word that's on our list is discuss. This is a good word. You're doing this every day. You're discussing. That means you're talking about words. You're talking about the way you feel. You're discussing the lesson's activities. Maybe one of the parents stays home with you, the other parent comes back, and they discuss all the things that they did at work today. Discuss, to talk about. Okay, and I did write one more word down, and this word is not on your lesson plan, but I thought this was an important word because it's STEAM, okay? We're using a STEAM kit today. STEAM meaning science, technology, engineering, art, and math, okay? Those are all the components of what we're going to use to make this car. It's a STEAM kit, okay? You're going to get that in your weekly delivery when you get your food and your lesson plan. You're going to get a bag with these same, or you've already received it then, of these pieces, okay, to make your car. So I'm going to hold up the pieces and I'm going to put it together. In each bag, you've gotten a few balloons. You've gotten enough wheels to make 1 or 2 cars. You've gotten, look here, we have 4 short straws, and then we have 4 long straws, right? So you should get some straws. You're also going to get rubber bands. These are small rubber bands. Please make sure that you count how many you have in your bag, because these could be dangerous if you have little ones around, so please be safe. Also, we have what looks like a toothpick, but it's larger. I mean, I could probably, use this as a toothpick, but it's a little bit big. Okay, so you're going to get some of these. You're going to get a few pieces of styrofoam. These can be really a mess if you break these up, so don't do that. We're using these kind of to weight down our car as we create our cars. And then you're going to get a few pieces of the base. Okay, it's like a nice thick piece of cardboard. Okay, so now we have everything that we need to create a vehicle. All right, so you can take, this is going to be, please make sure that you're creating the vehicle that you want. Children, if you need your parents to get you some glue or some tape, or maybe you have paper clips, okay? All of these things, make sure that you gather all this together. Maybe even gather together some markers so we can do the art part of STEAM. And gather all your stuff like I've done here on the table. And then, really, parents, it's time for the kids to just create. They get to create the type of car that they would want to use to drive around, okay? So I'm going to start with the smaller straw. And then I'm going to use one of these toothpick looking, we're going to call it a dowel, okay? And we're going to put that here just to kind of support and make it a little bit stronger, okay? And then what do I need to make my vehicle move? What here do you see that we can use to make your vehicle move? We have tires. Good. So I'm going to take a tire, and this you may have to help, get some help. You're going to have to hold one end of the dowel and push the tire in with your other finger, okay? So this is where parents can help. That's okay, guys. And then I'm going to push in and push that dowel in. Okay, so now we have our tires. All right, let's see. Let's test it. Should we test it out and see if it works? Let's see if it rolls. Oh, can you see that? It works. That's awesome. All right, so I have just one set here. Is this going to be able to hold up a car, or do I need another set? I'm going to need another set. That's right. So I'm going to do the same thing. I took the straw. I'm going to take the dowel. I'm going to push that through the straw. I'm going to hold on with one side. Push the tire on, okay? Maybe you're going to come up with a different method to make your car move. These are just the things that I'm using here to make mine move, okay? This is just an idea of how you can create a car. All right, so now I have my 2 sets, okay? So I'm going to lay those down. Careful, though. They might roll off the table. All right, so now I'm going to use a base. And this is where you're going to want some tape or something, and you're going to want to take your base, okay? So maybe I put my base like this, and I'm going to use some tape to tape that on there, okay? The reason I'm going to tape it, if I use tape rather than glue, what can I do? What's the difference in tape and glue? Yeah, tape we can remove and use it again. Glue is going to be a little bit more permanent. So that's great if you want to keep it the way it is. If you want to be more the engineer part. The engineer is the one who is always thinking about and creating things, making sure that they can move and do things. Engineers do all kinds of great stuff. So there's going to be an engineer that's going to help create this car, okay? So right now I'm working on being the engineer. I've laid my base down. Now I've got some of these styrofoams. What do you think this would be for? They're really lightweight. However, if I laid them on the car, it may add just enough weight to make it move for me when I get it going here in a little bit. Okay, so maybe I decide to put my 2 pieces of foam like that. I'm going to need to tape that down or glue it, okay? Next, okay, I've got other stuff here. Let's look at what we've got. These are the two things. Nope, we have three. Three things I have not used yet. I have not used a large straw. I haven't used a balloon. And I haven't used a rubber band. But the person who put this all together gave me all of this supplies. So that makes me think I do have to use it all, right? What about you? Yeah. If it comes in a set together, that means we have to use it. So what are we going to use it for? It's totally up to you. You get to decide. What I think I'm going to do is use the balloon. If I blow up a balloon, I put it on this straw. This is the science part, science and engineering. Maybe I use this to hold the rubber band. I don't know. I haven't tried this yet, you all, so you're going to get to see it. Don't laugh, because it may not work. We may have to try it again, and that's okay, because that's what we're doing. Engineers, scientists, artists, mathematicians, you have to try it until you find out what you need to do to make it work. Okay, so is it going to work? What do you think? This is your time to guess. If I blow into this straw, is the balloon going to blow up? I don't know. I'm going to say it's not going to work. It kind of worked, but the moment I moved my mouth, the air went away. So what are we going to do to make some air stay in here? Let's try it again. A big breath this time. Looks about the same, but this time I pinched it. Okay, and that makes it hold in the air. I could probably also do this, but just to be safe, I'm going to hold the balloon. Not a lot of air in here, though. However, maybe I put it on my bike. Let's see, if I put it there, it didn't move, man. But I'm thinking if I get enough air in here and I put it on my bike, I blow the balloon up, and then when I let the air out, the car's going to go forward. What do you think? Should I try it? Okay, let's give it a real try. So I'm going to move my stuff around. Hopefully you have a kitchen table or something to do this on. That would probably work best. It's up to you, though. So I'm going to put my car here. Let's see. You may only be able to see it over here. So here's my car. How am I going to get more air in this? We're going to try a little bit harder, okay? Woo! I did it, you guys. I did it. Okay, so let's try this. I'm thinking if I put the balloon here and the air goes that way, if the air goes out of the straw going this direction, will the car go forward? I don't know. Let's try it. Here we go. What happened? Yep. Just the balloon and the straw went. Okay, give me just 1 second while I find that. Okay, this is great. This is great that this happened, because this is what happens when you're a scientist or you're an engineer. You try something and something happens. The balloon did blow up. The balloon did fly away, but not what I wanted to happen. I needed the balloon to help the car move. So now we know. What do we need? We're missing something. We're missing tape. Perfect. So now I have what I need. I've got some tape here. Okay, so we're going to try this again. This time we're going to tape it down, okay? So I'm going to get my tape ready, because again, I have to get that big breath again. Okay. Okay, here we go. Woo, I did it. Okay, put some air in the balloon again. Let's try this again. Now, this is perfect for parents to be helping the children. Make sure that the children are the ones building, they're doing it, but parents, you need, as a scientist, as an engineer, we need assistance. We need someone to stand there with us and assist us. I can hear the air coming out, so I'm holding it, but it's definitely, some of the air is escaping. Okay, now I've taped it down. Here we go, moment of truth. Well, didn't work. So what do you think happened? We're doing something it's not working. So that time we had it pointed that way. Maybe we turn it around. I'm going to simply do this. I'm going to blow it up, lay it down. We're going to try it again. It may or may not work. Let's give it a shot. That's kind of what's cool about this is, with these STEM kits, you really get to try a few things. It's not just one way. It's not like there's only one way to do this. Of course, we're seeing that it's not working out for me. So, I like the A. I like the art part. That's me, okay? The engineering, that's my younger sister. She's an engineer. Maybe you have an engineer in the family, you should call them, okay? You're seeing this. We're trying it. Let's see. It worked. I hope you got that on camera. I really hope you got that on camera. It finally worked. We're going to do it one more time. It didn't go very far, so we're going to have to think about it. What could we do differently to make it go farther? You may have to weight it down some. That's all part of being an engineer and a scientist. Didn't work that time. So see, it's the things that you're going to have to keep testing it, okay? You're going to have to keep trying so that your vehicle can move, because they can move. How do I know that they can move? Because they have wheels, all right? Okay. Anything else you wanna try? You can. The thing I didn't do, I brought my markers, but I didn't color it. You can make that look nice. Okay, this is something you can keep working with, keep making it better. All right. I hope you enjoy this activity. It's gonna test your ability to create, and I hope it works out. All right. Have a great day. Thanks.